Hello, this is Nicholas Briggs, the voice of the Daleks. Enjoy Dr. Freedom!
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time from Doctor Who News. I'm almost back up to 100%. It kind of ticked me off, too, because... Sorry about that. I was hoping to have Death Moon done by this weekend, and you can hear the reason why. I'm still recovering from, I think it was the flu, he said, and, you know, the antibiotics are kicking in. I got to go back to work tomorrow, but at least I'm about 85% recovered. How do you all like my shirt there? You know, I couldn't pass that up. It's even got the War Doctor on it, and I found that. I was like, sure, it was like 25 bucks or something like that, but it was nice artwork. Couldn't pass it up. But let's get you're all out there to like, who cares about Death Moon? There's actually a few people who do. So the guy who was out there comparing my writing to Steven Moffat's, which, by the way, I have never done. We do Death Moon for fun. We do Dr. Freedom and Eric Adventures for fun. The guys who are doing it are not paid. So I don't know why there was even a comparison made. But, okay, while my voice is still halfway here, let's get to the stuff you want to see, all right? Okay, now officially bona fide by the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine. Here are your Series 10 episode titles. All right, these ones we pretty much knew. Pilot, Smile, Thin Ice, Knock Knock, Oxygen, Extremis. You know, these have been thrown at us already. But number 7, Pyramid at the End of the World, which, according to Connor Farley, he said is the longest title in Doctor Who history. Lie of the Land, Empress of Mars, The Eaters of Light, and 11 and 12 done by Moffat to be announced. Or if you want to know, this is the one that's got me worried. Frank Cottrell Boyce, yeah, the guy who gave us In the Forest of the Shite. Another one of those episodes that either people legged it or either people wanted to take him out in the street and maim him. But, all right, Thin Ice by Sarah Dollard. Knock Knocks by Mike Bartlett. Oxygen by Jamie Matheson. Extremis by Steven Moffat. Pyramid by Peter Harness. Toby Whitehouse. It's pronounced, you see, they even spelled it wrong. Ain't that nice? Same thing with Sarah Dollars. Lie of the Land is in Empress of Mars is, of course, by Mark Gatiss. Rona Munro is doing Eaters of Light, and we last know her for writing the very last episode of Classic Who, which was Survival. And the last two, of course, are to be announced, written by the Moffat himself. So, you know, we'll be waiting on those two for a while. But a lot of other crap going around, such as the fate of poor Pearl Mackie come the end of the season. Now, hang on, let's get started. Let's get into the articles. Let's get into what you want to see, okay? All right, hang on. If I hit the wrong button again. Don't you hate it when you hit the wrong button and stuff goes wrong? And yeah. All right, and away we go off to that lovely land of articles. Okay, now, SFX magazine. Everybody, since they saw that hand start glowing at the end of the trailer, he's going to regenerate in episode 12. It's over early. No, it's not, because, all right, apparently, from what I've read, filming for Christmas special has been pushed back a couple of weeks. So if that's not going to be till, like, I think last weekend of June, early July, somewhere in that neighborhood. And Cappy's already said he's going to be back for the Christmas special, and that's what he is exiting. He said this in the BBC radio interview. So, and even the Moffy here agrees with it. He said he's not regenerating until Christmas. That's straight out of the Moff's mouth. Now, whether he's actually telling the truth, who knows? He goes, there's a third of Capaldi's run to go. He's here till Christmas. Before adding, but in this world, you can't keep secrets where it is absolutely impossible to keep secrets. There's no point in trying. I'd far rather nobody knew about the regeneration. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. Okay, Rumour. Fabulous. Okay, Rumour. 13th Doctor, a dashing male actor in his 30s. Once again, this is a rumor. I've heard this one too, that they've already hired someone. that they're trying to capture the same lightning in the bottle they had with the David Tennant era. The problem is, very sorry about that for you folks who just got grossed out, but I'm still getting over this thing. Now, Tilda Swinton, like I say, are no way in hell. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, yeah, I could see it happening if we had a more open-minded audience who wouldn't go throw themselves on their swords or jump off the nearest high-rise if they found out the next doctor was a woman. It says right here, a lot of younger fans have been lost in the last few years, especially young female ones and the gay male audience. Remember, this is a mirror. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. A lot of the time they're not. So, okay, here's the Sun. New Doctor Who sidekick Pearl Mackie set for the axe after one series and after Capaldi quits. It says right here, Pearl Mackie is being axed before she's even been seen on the screen. I could see him doing it. Just so they go, we want a completely clean slate for the new run. Therefore, Oldie McOldface has to go and take Afro Woman with him. So I don't see Chris Chibnall thinking like that. I really don't. It's probably some BBC exec with an icicle up his ass trying to show the world how freaking smart he is. Oh, look at me. I'm going to do anything. You see, that's the kind of idiot you deal with. For some reason, studio executives seem to think that because they can hire people and fire people that they suddenly have the slightest inkling of creative ability to tell a story. And sometimes that's not true. Well, 95% of the time that's not true. Just ask Christopher Titus and Joss Whedon. So here's the thing, though. If they do axe Pearl, don't feel bad for Pearl. The reason being is this. As a bona fide, even one season Doctor Who companion, she's going to ride the gravy train for life on the convention circuit. So also she's young. She's got a very promising career ahead, but she's always got that to fall back on. Whereas I think Louise Jameson refers to it, the ultimate retirement fund. So it's not, she can always go on the con circuit every now and then if worst comes to worst. So Doctor Who, she's going to be literally dining out on Doctor Who for the rest of her life. Okay, BBC responds to rumors of Pearl Mackie. Now, here's the problem. From what a friend of mine read about this. Okay, here, let's get to the quote. We never reveal the fate of the sweet spot. We never reveal the fate of the individual characters on the show. Viewers will have to tune in and find out. We are still filming Series 10, and no casting decisions have yet been made on Series 11. In other words, they're going to throw her under the bus. Come on. An outright denial or an outright, that decision remains to be, seen, would have been a lot more reassuring to me. But, okay, over on the Times. If you simply register your name, give them an email, give them a password, you can read this entire interview right here. And you'll find it very, very informative. All right, quote, I was not sure how long you could keep doing this and be doing your best. My fear is if I went on, I'd end up phoning in because there's so little preparation time. You're mostly flying by the seat of your pants, which is exciting, but I'm worried I might not be able to keep on doing it as well as I'd like to. See this, folks? What a load of horse shit. I will never, ever believe Peter Capaldi just up and quit the job out of nowhere, because he felt he wasn't up to the job of his dream. I really won't buy it. But I'll leave that for you to decide. Okay, now here's some really good news for you Whovian type folks, especially the classic type Whovians. Massive classic Who Doctor Library is going to be coming to streaming, and this is going to be via BritBox. Matter of fact, launching Tuesday, April 4th, BritBox will offer 550 episodes of existing classic Doctor Who stories, spanning 63 to 89. 550. Get that through your heads. All of them, in other words. All of them that are still in existence. All of them that have been found. All of it. You want more details on this? Here's an article on the Nerdist about BritBox and all that. Okay, if it was up to Steven Moffat, we still wouldn't know Peter Capaldi was leaving Doctor Who. And this is yet another one of the reasons why I think Cappy went on that radio interview and said what he said. By doing that, he totally caught them off guard, undermined the BBC's spin control machine, and got his jab in first before he left. He was going to leave, and he was leaving on his terms. F you to the BBC is basically what he said. And that's why I still believe he got short shrifted, he got ramrodded, he got bent over, and they did the Oz dance on his a-hole. I'm not kidding. I still don't believe he just quit. All right, another Doctor Who monster to return for Series 10, and I'm not even going to bother linking this. Why? How many times did we cover this since the first trailer ran? And now, now Radio Times wants to cash in on the action. Go, oh, look, we're trendy. F you. And here's a picture if you want to stare at it. It's got some nice clues for things that are going to be going on in Series 10. Little objects here and there you may want to stare at. And there's clues for each one. And I'm not going to go through them because I'm about to lose my voice entirely. I'm almost there, but not quite. Pilot publicity images. If you want to go steal some of these are all high def. Wham, bam, here you go. Sorry if I'm grossing you out there a little bit. I figured I better get this done because he's been backing up a couple days. Former Doctor Who star Paul McGann is joining Holby City. What? He's joining the cast of BBC One medical drama Holby City to play a charming new surgeon. Yes, I know there's lots of women out there that want the McGann man to operate on them. So if you're interested in this, blah, 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 here it is. Paul McGann joining the cast of Holby City. Peter Capaldi is fed up with everyone criticizing Doctor Who showrunner Steven Moffat too, man. And lastly, this is my friend Elijah damn near crapped his shorts and had an orgasm when he found out about this. That Cappy is going to Wizard World, Minneapolis. So that's going to be May 6th and 7th. If you ain't got tickets already, you better get over there now. All right, queering up the TARDIS, LGBT characters in Classic Who. And this I found a very, very entertaining read. Very interesting perspective on certain things that went on back in the day that maybe you didn't catch on to. I'm not kidding. Please get a hold of this. Get a look at it. Matter of fact, if you listen to our talk with Lisa Bowerman and the infamous, cat girl leopard run, I think she mentions, or the cat girl leopard lesbian run. She goes in all that right here, and this is a very nice article. That's why I encourage you, please go read it. Okay, and if you want to find it, link below in the description box. See, I'm starting to get my voice back now as the damn video is almost over. All right, and if you want to take a closer look, with these guys and not us, they had a few ideas that we might have missed, but some of them are just bad. But there you go. Okay, sorry this video is not coming out as good as I want. I thought I had enough voice to pull it off, but I'm not just barely making it through, so I better get out of here. Remember, Death Moon 9 should be out by either hopefully the end of this week or next. It depends on when I get my voice all the way back. Now, everybody's got their lines turned in. It's just now I can't record mine because I sound like shit. So, oh well. I bet y'all enjoyed that in high definition sound. Okay, everybody. So please keep your feet on the ground. Keep calm. There's lots of rumors going around, and especially over the next couple of weeks before the show comes back on, this is when all the little geeksters go, I heard something. I mean, it's true. And start jerking off, passing out fake shit because they know we're coming down to the wire, And some folks out there are going to get desperate to grab info, so they're going to throw out all the fake shit they can for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so until next time, everybody, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Freedom out. Have a good one.